This channel is for educational purposes only. We show you the how-tos. This should not be constituted as financial advice. Please contact a professional in that area to let you know what you should do with your money. The new year is upon us, and we are required here in the States to file our BOI report. That's our Beneficial Ownership Information Report. Now, this report's mission statement was to help alleviate some of the terrorist funding that was going on through the states, illicit activities online. And this reporting tool was supposed to help the federal government police all the illegal activities that are going on. But what you find out, even with the reporting, there are certain scams out there that you have to be aware of and what to look for so you don't get taken advantage of. We're going to go over one of those scams and show you how to actually file the BOI report. And spoiler alert, if it's not free, it's a scam. All right. And we're going to do this right now on the Ujamaa Network. I'm Antoine Anderson. Let's get to it. I'm going to say this one time. Usually Google is your friend. This is not one of those cases. Let's go ahead and do a Google search for BOI report. And what you're going to find is the actual website that comes up that you're supposed to use, and it's the FinCEN.gov. But if you scroll down and you happen to be one of those ones who are unfortunate enough to find submityourBOR.com or file your BOR or BOIFOX.com, you're going to find many of these shadow sites out here. Here's one. And I'll tell you right off the bat, two things that you can identify pretty readily if you're looking for this information. First and foremost, the actual BOI site that you're going to find from the Department of Treasury is going to have their logo, U.S. Treasury. What are you finding on their actual page for this BOI.com page? Some generic looking half drawn eagle logo. Can't really enlarge it, but it's a simulated seal. Little telltale signs like that, little details like that will give you pause. Also, on the official site, there's a warning. An official website of the United States government, here's how you know. They'll let you know some of the clues, and there you have it. Official websites for the government have a .gov top-level domain. Top-level domains are areas of the web address that you can identify as either commercial or government by that top-level domain, that combination of letters after the second dot in a web address. Definitely something you want to make sure of. With federal government websites, you want to always make sure it's a .gov, and that's just the easiest way to find out if you're being scammed or not. Now, when you do come across a fraudulent website, especially when it comes to any government site, don't waste any time. Go ahead and go to IC3.gov. This is the Internet Compliance Center, IC3, ran by the federal government, the FBI, and they allow for the investigation of these type of crimes against the federal government. You can call the police as well, but go ahead and file your complaint with the FBI. They'll give you all the information you're going to need to file and allow you to assist with the policing of these entities. Now, here's some other things you can do while you're doing that. In your Windows browser, or if you're on a Mac, you can use some of the same commands, but on Windows, it's just go into your command prompt. And what you're going to do is run two commands. One is the NS lookup, space, and then www.submityourBOIR.com address. This is one of those fictitious sites. What you're going to find is their IP address number. And that's going to be how you can identify them by location. Now, you're not going to be able to track these individuals yourselves. This little command is only going to give you a proxy or IP address that they're using at that time. These things are typically spoofed. They use multiple addresses, but this will give you a paper trail of which addresses and which hosting companies they're using. Also, with that, you have traceroute. That's trace RT, and then type in the same address. .com, www.submit sub, and make sure you're spelling it right. Submit your BOIR.com, and you go ahead and do a search, and what you're going to get is every point from your computer to theirs of where this thing is bouncing off from. Again, these IP addresses are just traffic, web traffic, and it's letting you know where these individuals are. This will help the FBI sort of track them down. You're giving them as much information as you can. And once this report is finished, you're going to get the hosting company, like the second to the last line, and how many hops it takes to get there. These hops represent each time an IP address is going through either a server or router. And what you're finding is the actual host addresses. This will help you track down the hosting company. And then from there, the FBI can apply their pressure on the hosting company so they can actually get a location. Now, again, locations are going to be spoofed. Most of these companies are all over the world, but they're using our system to try to find loopholes and areas and weaknesses where they can exploit the American public, and we want that to stop. Now, these are not anything expensive for these tools. Those two commands are free. Go ahead and use those, and you can start tracking the IP addresses of the individuals who are coming after your information. But these are just basic skills that I teach to my seventh graders. When you start getting timeouts, that's to be expected, but you're getting enough of a paper trail to know where these sites are being housed and how that traffic is being routed. These are very beneficial for the FBI so they can go ahead and track down these clowns and get them off of our site so we're not having to do this BOI reporting. This is the reason why we have to report. Now let's go ahead and file our report. From the fincin.gov website, we're going to go ahead and go to File Your Report now. Look at all the warnings and readings that you have there. Here's the BOI. Let's go ahead and click that. It's going to bring you to the same spot, both that link and this one. Get started. You have the option of doing an Adobe Reader version of it, or the file online with the BOR and Adobe Reader's not. Let's go ahead and use this one. Beneficial ownership information. Let's go ahead and start filing out. This is going to be our initial report. Today's the date. Read the privacy notice. Hit next. Now I've already gone ahead and got my FIN number. You can click that if you want to receive one, but I already got one. Reporting your company legal name. And that should come from your actual business filing. Once you fill out everything, you go ahead and select I am human through the CAPTCHA. And submit your BOR. Download your transcript. You have everything you need, and you're ready for the next year. Now, just in case any of you were wondering, is there a financial reward or financial incentive for reporting to the FBI about these fictitious websites? And there is a short answer, and it is no. However, what you are helping to do is help someone recover the funds that they've lost. Too many times, we have billions of dollars being lost to these type of scammers every year. That is directly impacting generational wealth in every community, not just ours. So what we want to do is cut that out. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to you very, very soon.